So today's topic, clients come back. Now, to get the full effect of this, you have to sing that to the tune of Baby Come Back, as sung by Player in 1976, I believe, if I remember the American Top 40 correctly. I don't know about you guys. I listen to Casey Kasem every week. I mean, I was addicted to top 40 music, the radio, and all that. I mean, I was just so I knew every song, every artist, producer, songwriter, week it came out, what they ate for breakfast the morning they recorded. I mean, I was so into all that. But anyhow, when I was thinking about what I was saying today, this I don't know for some reason that just popped into my head. But yeah, clients come back, which begs the question: why don't clients come back? All clients don't. Do we have any control over that? Sure, we do. Well, the thing is this: what we're dealing with are one-time jobs. And hey, I'll take a one-time job. That's great. I'd love to make, to get a $300 job, a $500 job, a $100 job, whatever. That's wonderful. But what happens in voiceover is that tends to be the norm. And it's because voiceover is a very transactional culture. And what I mean by that, juxtapose that to relational type culture where you kind of get to know somebody, you work with somebody. Voiceover, it's always been that way. It used to be everything was done through an agent. So you had to be that way because there's no way, you did not dare contact a client personally and talk to them and try to cultivate them. That was all done through an agent. And as I've said before, an agent's job is not to get you work or me work necessarily. It's somebody within their stable of talent, which makes it difficult for doing that ongoing marketing and nurturing that I talk so much about. But it is a transactional culture, not just through agencies, but pay to plays have fed into that as well. And by the way, and again, this is not a criticism, and I'm not saying agents shouldn't do what they do or pay to plays shouldn't do what they do. I'm just telling you this is the way it is, and this is the way it operates, and you have to understand how it operates for you to be able to function as best you can within your business. And it's against terms of service to contact somebody off platform, whether it's Fiverr, whether it's voices.com, whether it's Voice 123. Now, there are some exceptions. I know that like Voice 123 will allow you once you've made contact with somebody, there are some rules that do allow a certain amount of that, but it's not the norm and it's not the culture. Again, it's very transactional. A client can post a job. They can allow 200 people to audition. Who gets the job, and the next time they have another job, do they think about the person they want to hire? No, they post another audition for another 200 people to audition. So that's what we're working against, and what we want to do is that with every opportunity that we can, we want to shift that dynamic so that we're not always dealing with one-offs. Because one-offs, as I've said before, that's the hardest way to build your business. Every time you want a job, you got to go out and find a new client. That's a really hard way to live. And that's why repeat clients are so incredibly important. So the mind shift becomes this: instead of thinking about one-time jobs, as great as they are, and I get excited about every job that I do, whether it's one time or whether I have the client 1,000 times, I'm always excited about it. But to get them to keep coming back, the shift has to go from, okay, I'm here to do the job, to I'm here to cultivate the client, and I want to think about lifetime value of a customer. Have any of you guys heard the term lifetime value of a customer before? What that means is if you only do one job, the client's monetary value is just what that one job gave you. Great. But the lifetime value is what all of the jobs that they give you total over the life of that relationship. I have got clients that, single jobs, maybe a few $100 or whatever, sometimes less, sometimes more. But over the course of my career, I have some who've been with me for 20 years. They've been worth tens of thousands of dollars monetarily to me, to my income. So I'm just trying right now to stress the importance of cultivating these relationships. One-off is good, but if you can do that, make 5 times that, 10 times that, 50 times that over the lifetime of that relationship with that customer. That's what we want to do. And I think like a goal would be if you could get at least half of your customers to come back with some amount of regularity, that would be an amazing thing. And I think that's a great thing to shoot for. You'll never hit 100%. unless you just go out and get one client and that client happens to become a lifetime customer. But generally speaking, most, or at least half clients, that's not going to happen. So if you can shoot for 50%, I think that is a very worthy goal. The reason for that, existing customers, besides the obvious, they're worth more over the lifetime, but existing customers are also, they're cheaper to get, they're easier to get work from, and they're easier, to convert that work. When you have to go out and get a customer, it's going to cost you time from the auditioning, time from the marketing. If you do advertising, the time to do that. There are costs involved every time you have to go out and get a new customer. So when you have a customer in place, the best thing that we can do is to keep that plate that we've already, to put so much energy in to keep it spinning, to keep putting a little bit of energy in it, just to keep it going. All right. So begin to focus on the long-term relationship and the long-term profit. And keep in mind that the way clients operate, it's the way we all operate. It's out of sight, out of mind. Well, Celeste, it's her weekend now. She's worked through the weekend, so now's her weekend. She's already said her plans to clean. She's got an agenda. You've got things you want to do, and I'm sure it's the same for all of you guys. And for me, we've got, I was just working on my to-do list today. I can't, it overwhelms me when I even look at it. So I'm not, if I was a client, I'm not thinking about you as a voiceover talent. I'm focused on the projects that I'm doing, which means it puts it all on us to make sure that happens, because we all have short memories. Everybody's busy. It doesn't mean they don't like you or they don't want to work with you again. It just means they're off to the next thing. So how do you make that happen? Well, a couple suggestions. And I think the number one thing is, it's not even a marketing campaign, it's customer service. In other words, how you treat that customer will, I think, if you look at the equation of what it takes to get a repeat client, that weighs heavier than anything else in that equation, is what their experience is with you. Did you do what you said you would do? Did you deliver on time? Did you give them what they asked for? Were you easy to work with? Did you make it difficult for them to work with you? Did you do it to the point where they were so happy? They're happy because their client's happy, because your clients typically have clients that they're serving. So the best thing that you can do is make your client look like a rock star to their client or to their boss. And when you can do that, they will not forget about you, because now it's personal. Not only are you making their life easier, but you're making them look good. And when you do that, they will love you for it. And it will make it way more difficult for them to forget about you. But marketing is a key point in all of this. So yes, you've got to treat them right, but then you do have to stay in touch with them. And that's why, like within VoFlow, we talk about the importance of existing clients being contacted every month. And as you guys know, I've written a bunch of templates for you guys that you can use, or you can use those as starting points, or you can write your own or whatever. But make sure that you systematically, every month, and no less than once every 2 months, 1 month preferably, that you reach out and just call it a marketing touch. It's a marketing touch. It's where you just pop up on their radar again, so that they don't forget about you and they don't remember you. I've talked about that concept so many times, and I don't mean to be on a loop, except that it's so important. I need to keep saying it again and again. Staying in touch with them is, in terms of marketing, that's the most important thing you can do. You have put so much effort into getting a client. It's not, you guys know it, it's not easy usually to get sometimes clients will fall in your lap. It happens. You do it long enough and you're out there long enough. Some amazing things have happened to me that I wasn't even looking for, only because I have marketed so aggressively over the years. I've worked with so many people that sometimes somebody will refer you to somebody else. So those things do happen, but it takes so much effort to get a client, in terms of, if you're auditioning or, even the reaching out and the repeated emails, all of this kind of stuff, that keeping a customer is so much easier. It's infinitely easier to keep a customer and a client than to get a customer. So just keep that top of mind as you go through your day, and as you do work. Remember that client you're working for, it's great. Be excited about that job you're doing. Absolutely. I am too. Like I said, I get excited about every job that I do, but get excited about the idea of cultivating a relationship with that client, so that they continue to come back to you again and again, because work is more fun when you're doing repeat work than when you're going out and trying to get a fresh new client. And we have to do those things. We always have to be cultivating new clients. But when we get one, don't lose them and lean on the VoFlow platform to help you with that, because that's what this is designed to do. It's designed to help you not lose anything. You can track everything. You can know everything. You can monitor everything that's going on. So lean on that. Let it do the heavy lifting for you. If you have not set up to be able to do the automated follow-ups, do that so that it becomes like a no-brainer. You don't even have to think about it. Let VoFlow do that work for you guys, because you will gain momentum as you do, and life gets easy. It doesn't get harder. It gets easier as you keep doing this, because you build momentum with repeat clients. But the repeat clients are the key.
Question?
Yeah, please go ahead, Hope.
Oh, I was like a split second before you asked. So on VoFlow, which I just joined, and I'm really excited about it.
Welcome.
Thank you. I think it's definitely the missing piece for me to make this an easier and more fun and more lucrative business. It does do automatic or automated reminders. I was hoping there would be something that would say, "Hey, Hope, you need to write to this guy or this group of clients." Like every
Yes.
month, I could set that up.
Yes, it's in the system.
Okay, that's what I was hoping.
Yeah, and what I would encourage you to do, Hope, is Chris Cole, who actually built VoFlow, my partner in all of this, he does 2 sessions per week to help and answer questions. So, and it's on the school calendar and the group calendar. So check that out and attend as often as you can, because you're going to learn so much in those. And you're able to ask specific questions, and he can take you through and show you all the stuff that you need to understand. But again, welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm really excited.
Good deal. I love it. I love it. Any other comments or questions? You guys ready to make it a great week? On 3. Okay. We might start doing that, though. We'll go 1, 2, 3 VoFlow. No, we won't do it today. Maybe tomorrow. Be ready. Just be ready for that. You guys, seriously, though, have a great day. I appreciate you being here. And don't forget, those customers, that is gold. So cultivate them, and don't give them any reason to go anyplace else once you get them. All right. We'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.
Thanks. Bye, Bill.